Howdy, howdy. Frosty510 here. Welcome back. Lords of the Fallen version 2.0, I think is the name of the update. So we got big update, seamless co-op, progression, changes to character creator, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'll check it out, see if it's any different, see if performance is better. I'll check out the character creator first, jump in, and then I'll load my good character. Anything on the settings that's new and interesting? I keep motion blur on because it's a Unreal Engine 5 game and it makes it, it's designed with that in mind, unfortunately. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else I need to worry about. So, let's go new game. So, if you're on the fence for Lords of the Fallen, one of the good things about the game is co-op was really good. So, online multiplayer was good. Once they sorted out the connection issues, so if you died, you still stayed in the same world with the person you're playing with, and you could progress. You could play like 6 hours with another person, just a random on the internet. So there's good stuff like that, honestly. What we're going to do... I just wish we had a setting to change... that'll do, that's fine. Okay. Fine tune. Okay. So we got some... Okay, so we got a couple more... Oh, so we fine tune. Okay, yeah, I don't think, not really seeing a whole lot crazy stuff, but this is one of the good things they had with the body. Uh, all right. How do we change? Can we change anything else? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so how do we change hair? So yeah, there's a, I don't know, it's slightly changed character credit, but you're going to be fully kitted up in armor the whole game anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I mean, that's the same with most, I mean, all Souls-likes game. All Souls-likes, really. But that said, still fashion matters, but I don't know, I don't feel like any of these hairs are... These hairs suck. Okay. Alright, so that's the name. Yep. Oh, wait, we gotta do advanced game modifiers. Alright, so we gotta just quickly pre-upgraded loot, randomized, loot, randomized enemies. I'll leave the. No, it's just okay. Randomized enemies can actually be really, really, really challenging to the point of driving you insane. So maybe just randomized loot. Alright. Yeah, so. Here. So, I don't know, nothing to really write home about with the character customization changes. I don't know why they even included that on the thing, but maybe it matters. Alright. Let's have a little look-ski. I don't know. I mean, it's a tutorial area, so it's one of the ones they can polish a lot to give the false impression of good performance, but it seems pretty good. I'm only on the base PS5, naturally, that's... Okay, come on. Yeah. Let me get some stamina back. If you've never played Lords of the Fallen, now's a good time to jump in. I may have said that more than once. And they've done some more changes to the tutorial UI. Blah, blah, blah. I already used some of my ammunition. Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. We can't do that naturally. Because we got the tentacle. We go, can disconnect. So the lamp is like one of the big mechanics of the game. It does sort of slow down your progress at times because you do need to solve... It's not really a puzzle, but you do need to pass the obstacles that the lamp solves. Oh, there we go, right, shield up. Alright, we're running. Okay. Okay, if I can do this right, we can save a little bit of my magical energy. But not really, it's just... Okay, so we go up. Ah! I could just do this properly, but I tend to just not. I just not care. Okay, so we're up here. Damn it. It is possible. I swear it is possible. Okay, let me just... So this is the Umbral realm. When you die, you go to the Umbral. So you always have two chances. So in a boss fight, you can do like an epic battle and then lose, but then you get another chance. But just be careful, you know, if you die in the Umbral, you're dead. And also, enemies will constantly spawn in the Umbral, so you can use it to farm XP. Because the longer you stay in it, the more attention you get, more enemies spawn, and you get, eventually, a Red Reaper, which will try and kill you, and it can be really tough. You can beat it, but it's usually not worth fighting it. So there are some areas I haven't checked through. There's ways you could cheese it. So you could either cheese it in terms of killing it, or cheese it in terms of summon the Reaper in a position where it can't get to you, but you can still farm. Because the longer, when the Red Reaper shows up, you get a multiplier, and before then you get a multiplier. So as the longer you're in Umbral, the more XP you get. So you can farm weak enemies. But you get a withered health once you jump into the Umbral, so you lose half your health, but you can get it back. Pretty easy, it's not a big deal. And then the same old manage your stamina and all that sort of stuff. And you can pull the souls out of enemies and then hit them and do yourself some good damage. But yeah, prolonged periods and will change the color of the eyeball. Oh, let me just do one. Alright. But yeah, early on you don't want to stay in the Umbral too long. But the maps are designed in a way where you can jump out, so they set it all up, so. But I've just got to soak that, and then we've got the door open. Then we can battle the boss, and then I'll load my good character and then run around to check some areas. And they've done a number of little like events, but honestly I haven't felt the need to participate in a lot of them, like pumpkin stuff and Halloween things. I don't know, it's not. All right. So to trigger to the backstab, you have to do a heavy and then you hit him with your normal. All right, open door. Yeah, the game's looking pretty good though. I know the devs talked about them making another one, so they'll probably make Lords of the Fallen 2026 or something, or call it the same name, as is tradition. I don't think I have enough. Do I have enough? Okay, so we got strength. We got nothing. We got nothing. So we have Echoes of Battle. You can battle bosses again, which is great. Crucibles, which is great. And you have to defeat 3 bosses in a row. You can always restart game plus. So you can go again, but you don't increase the difficulty. I would love to be able to do multiplayer. So, and they changed the way it's called. Okay, so it used to be they had like their own unique way of describing it. So we have shared progress is the new thing. So let's see if we can do that. I don't think I can because I'm like literally at the very beginning of the game. And we can also do like we can beckon others, and we can just do join. Oh, it's it's to click one or the other. I suppose we do. So we can see what happens. I doubt we'll join anyone, but you never know. I did have a good time with the multiplayer. I think that's where it's, I don't know. The difference between the big competition at release was Lords of the Fallen released at the similar time as Lies of P. Lies of P was much more polished, but Lords of the Fallen is much more like a Souls game. And you have perfect block, but I've just got to get good. Oop. There it is. They did change the intro. It used to be that you'd have an unwinnable fight after that. But then spawning in this next area after the unwinnable fight was just a little bit odd. So they removed it. But it's sort of, it is important, but it... Yeah, if you can't connect it in a way that makes a lot of sense. Ah, yes, the door. We'll come back. Having no randomized enemies is going to make this next part really a lot easier. So, sometimes enemies have like a ghost thingy, the spirit protection. So you have to kill it, otherwise you can't do anything to them. Aww. Okay. And they like these puzzles as well. So yeah, so far performance looks good. It's our buddy here.
Take it lightly.
Yeah, man, I remember. Now I want to leave Umbral if I can. You get memories.
Sentinels! To the trench! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
What was that? Infernal Guardian. Leg bones. It's pretty heavy. Faithless the gauntlets. Ammunition essential. Disco Visage Moth. No. So we got equipment, inventory. We've got a character. We've got a journal. So the map, there isn't a map per se. It's kind of like a notebook which gives you suggestions on where to go. There are a bunch of different ways you can go as well. So, and then we've got our tints, which we can just mess around with. Apply to all. And we've got our, so randomized loot. No, it's this game. Okay. So we have the memories there. And we got bad guys. Escape. Alright. So we just want to get as much drops as possible. Shield of Thunder. Thunder. Physical defense, but it's light. There's a really tough guy there. I don't want to fight him. Let's just run. Ba-da-ba-ba. So I'm not sure I'll be able to jump into someone else's game. I think we're being very ambitious. Oh, we got another level? Alright, let's try join session. Nuggets. Go down here. Water disappears whenever you go into Umbral. So I'm like underwater, basically. A grinning axe, eh? Let's have a look at that. Okay, I can't use it, but that looks pretty cool. Inferno, so we need Inferno. That's a big fire axe. But yeah, so what I'm saying, Lords of the Fallen is much more like a Souls-like game than Lies of P. I mean, like, Lies of P's obviously got some Bloodborne inspiration, but it's mostly doing its own thing. But Lords of the Fallen is like heavily inspired. And if it wasn't for the poor optimization at launch, I think it would have done much better, because it's a much longer game. It's got a lot more depth. It's just that performance is such an important part of game releases, and rightly criticized. So that's one of the good things so far. Things are looking good. Okay, so now we go talk to this guy. Oh, we've got to plant our thingamajig. Oh, he gives us one, doesn't he?
You carry the... If you don't make use of this...
And also, whenever you go to a vestige, you can choose to rest or not. So it doesn't automatically, respawn all the enemies whenever you go to one. So it's one of the nice things. There's plenty of good quality of life stuff. Now, I don't know if we'll one-shot the boss here, but you never know. Oh. So a pale eye shield. What is that shield like? Physical. Okay, I can't even do it. Alright, let's get in there. Cutscenes also had lots of frame issues at launch. So at least, maybe we still have those.
Grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark
Load the
days,
assets. Feed.
to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters.
Okay, so now we just gotta dance a little bit. Learn to dance. Learn to dance, please. Okay, come on, learn to dance. Ah, I should have rolled that one. So we get 3 lanes here. 1, 2. Alright, come on, finish it! Alright, so that's one boss done. Now we're in the hub. How does the bird? Oh, we gotta do, oh my god, gotta do it in Umbral? I hate that.
Brothers and sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices.
You can't run ahead, you gotta wait.
They were
I mean,
unnecessary. My wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
yeah, we got... Oh, wait, is there an exit there? Thank you. Alright. Oh, is there a... Pretty sure there's a chest up here, isn't there? And then the shortcut that I haven't opened, because that's later. Later shortcut. Give me something good. Ah. So it is an interconnected map, so you do end up circling around, which is, you know, a necessity in Souls-like. You gotta have the big map that connects. It's one of the things they do well in Lords of the Fallen. One of the probably only areas I do think you can criticize the game really validly is different endings. You have to make decisions quite early. So if you don't know, you can lock yourself out of multiple endings. Alright, so we're in the hub. Honestly, yeah, it feels alright. I got all the people. You get a whole bunch of side quests with whoever you choose to sort of align yourself with.
To deliver, forgive me, Lent. I'm Piet. So too, whether contained within. Should you bring them to me, the beacons and Adir's fellow chose. Our holy work continues, Lent. Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you.
So the exact given that and yet now?
And then we've got our blacksmith. Oh, I have to find the blacksmith. Okay, so let's jump in. That's fine. Jump into our good character. Maybe jump around a few areas, have a little look, see if I can jump into some PvP and see how the connection is. My internet's being a bit odd today, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Seems fine, really. So let's load. Blah, 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 blah. So we got a whole bunch of them here, but we'll go with our main one. Santa Claus, bringing Christmas spirit. Okay, so I've got like the best shield in the game. and I just whomp things with my my hammer. It's a really terrible weapon, but you know, it is what it is. Let's have a little look ski. What I want to do is jump into someone's. I want to slaughter people. Okay, let's just this is PvP. PvP it is. Let's have a little run around. You do go to the Pillars of Light. That's your mission, is to cleanse them or not cleanse them. And there's I think there's 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. I mean, I'm not Digital Foundry, so I can't give you a perfect where the frames are, but I feel like it's alright. Better than it was at launch. But I'm, you know, generally trying to be, I don't know. Alright, well, let's just jump into some areas, because whether or not we actually... here's a good one to check, the depot, because there's so much fire, you can check the frames. Just be burning your eyes. Okay, so we're in a PvP. I don't know where it's going to take us. I don't know where we're going to go. So there isn't particular balancing in the PvP. So you can jump in and you can just absolutely murk some poor person. Oh. We lost the host. We lost it. You know, that can happen. Okay. Well, we'll try another one. Let's try to join someone. Ba, ba, ba. I can do that. This is one of the areas that, yeah, an interesting boss fight. Kind of annoying, but interesting. It seems fine. I don't want to go too far this way though. Okay, here we go. Hey buddy, bring it. Alright, someone go. Most annoying enemy in the game, the stupid snakes. Crossbow snakes. And there is jumping as well. That's kind of a... At this point, though, my character is very strong. So, defensively very strong. That's kind of where all the points are. Oh, there's a guy here who can beat up. Some of the fire things insta-kill you, so you have to be careful. Oh, there he is. Damn, I'm so damn strong. Just take a beating. That guy's a real pain in the ass. Ba, 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 ba. Bastard. I have so many healing things on my bar. It's just incredible. It's crazy how much I've got. It's just like, We've got the bleed salts. We want to put bleed on. Yeah, so I know my way around the map, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I love the Abbey. Abbey's great. The stupid dogs! Yeah, the Abbey's really cool. I like the boss here. It's one of the ones I enjoy, because I think the aesthetic's really good. I like the contrast between the red and the Roman architecture. No mercy. Yeah, and that area there is really challenging. The tower is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So I'm glad I've conquered all that. I got good memories. The problem I have, I suppose, with Lords of the Fallen is that once you realize that you can go full defense and be very, very passive, you can conquer most things just with patience, which I suppose is more of a Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, I suppose, style. We could do this and we battle the guy with the thing else. It's always this guy. Oh my god, I hate this dude. Bit more patience. Oh. I know they got the shield on. The damage is crazy though from these guys. So the other issue, of course, is that lots of enemies were, bosses before. So there's like a whole thing where the mid-boss becomes... Oh. I ain't going upstairs. Yeah, where like you do a boss and then it becomes a mid-boss later, like becomes like a normal enemy, and then it can be a bit annoying. In all honesty, that part of it. I think we'll go back to base. Yeah, so if you haven't jumped into Lords of the Fallen yet, I think it's worth checking out. I think performance is pretty good. I've got motion blur on because I think it does sort of help a lot with Unreal Engine 5 games. Kind of a must. Which is kind of, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, and some of the quality of life stuff is good. You can battle bosses again. I feel like I've done enough on Lords of the Fallen, so I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of done. I'm not really sure why they're putting in so much effort. They've done so many updates. I don't know the logic, I suppose. They're going to learn from this for the next game. So I suppose that's the other thing. There's so much of what they're doing is going to benefit the future. But I don't know. I'm not sure they... Yeah. So it's a grimdark RPG. RPG, I suppose. But it's... I don't know. I don't know if it has the magic that the other games have. And I think that's where it's sort of... Liza P has something more. And it's more just a creativity, I suppose, in what it delivers. Lords of the Fallen feels much more like, you know, we like Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3, and it's like, yeah, we want to make our own version of that. And then we have the Umbral, and... But I don't know. I think it's a good game. I don't think it's an unforgettable experience, but maybe it is for some people. I mean, it's got its moments. But yeah, wonder how it'll be remembered. Alright, it's been Lords of the Fallen version 2.0. Checked out the character creator, checked out the performance by running around battling, and I would have loved a setting to change the sound when you hit enemies. Honestly, that's one of the things I actually don't like. The sound when you hit enemies could be way better. It's just one of the things I think there should just be an option, really. Because it's just kind of that ting. I love the change the sound of all those sorts of things. More customization, I think, is the way to go. When you're trying to find, when your vision isn't, I don't think, perfect, then you may as well just give options to the player to make it more unique to for them to have their more specific, customized experience. Yeah. Alright then, I'll catch you later. Tell me what you think, Lords of the Fallen, whether you're going to jump in, check it out, or you're on the fence, or you've already had a go at it and the performance is bad, and you come back and the performance is slightly better, and then you're like, blah, blah, blah. I think it's worth persisting, even if you have some performance issues. I think the game was enjoyable even at launch, but I do think, you know, it's more than right to just sort of hold your expectations. But I did play through Cyberpunk 2077 at launch, so on PS5, because I got an early PS5, so you know, and just kept crashing and shit. But we all have different tolerance, and we shouldn't have to put up with things we don't accept, and I respect that. So yeah, tell me if you're going to jump in or not, or if you already have, and what build you did and all that sort of stuff. I'll catch you later. It's been Frosty510. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.